The big yawn continues, but it looks like the Dow is in a lot of trouble. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Daily Update. Todd Bubba Horwitz with you, and of course, another sleepy, quiet day on the old market front. I am filming this about 30 minutes before the close, so I'm going to give you some predictions of what I think will happen between now and the close, and I think the close is going to be rather sloppy. As I'm taping, the S&P is up 7 points. I think they close lower than here. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they went negative on the day. We'll see how it plays out. In the meantime, the Dow this is the weakest I've ever seen the Dow compared to other indices. I actually chart that and trade it, and it's been a brutal trade, actually. But it continues to get pounded against everything else. And of course, the Russell continues to hit the skyrocket to the moon. At the end of the day, look, we're not going to get in front of the market. We remain with our neutral posture, although I do expect to see the Russell have a pretty serious break in the next couple of days, just as a sell-off. Nothing bearish, nothing at all, but I expect to see some sort of selling pressure. You've got Micron's earnings coming out today. That could have some effect on the chip sector. But at the end of the day, the markets are just, they're just not going anything. They're not doing anything. And that's really what we have to focus on. I think that when you look at the overall situation, there's no volatility. The VIX continues to fall. We can't seem to get out of the way and get some real trade and real action back in here. Bonds are under pressure, which is something that we would be looking at our way as we continue to believe that 3.5% 10-year notes and a strong dollar will actually create the black swan event. So that is something that is moving in the direction that we think it's going to move, which is lower bond prices, higher rates. But the other things we're seeing here are just really not worth a lot. You know, you've got too much focus on the trade wars, which don't mean a lot, but you saw a little bit today in the grains as they rallied back and actually closed positive on the day from getting pounded again. And I think the bottoms are in grains. I think the big firms are buying them, and I think they have a room for a lot to go up a lot higher. Hogs under a little bit of pressure, but again, we expected that. They did hit our first target, and we're looking for a little bit of pullback to step in and buy again. Cattle has broken through our first targets on their way to the second. I would not be surprised to see a little bit of selling here. Bitcoin remains sound asleep. Oil, we continue to say the tops are in, and with the OPEC meeting going on, we saw oil break, rally real hard, break harder, and then rally back up, make new highs, and then closed on its way down. So again, gold is really just in nowheresville. It just continues to go lower, and again, that's why we say that although we look for a spot to buy gold, we're not ready to get in here. We look at the markets like this. There is nothing going on. There is not a true valid footprint that the charts are living that I'd want to get involved with here. So I think you stay on the sidelines and continue to observe the market until the markets give us a better clue and a better handle of what's going on. Because as we continue with a lightening of volatility, complacency is coming into the markets again, the chase for yields back again. So instead of trying to outfox the market, which you never will, it's easier to sit back, relax, and look for individual opportunities. And I think that's really the case. I mean, you saw Facebook break the new highs. I mean, the NASDAQ is blowing off the upside. The question is, where does it stop? We'll expect to see a sell-off in a couple of days, and we'll have a pretty good idea when it's going to be. And then when we see it, we'll tell you about it. Anyways, this is Bubba's Daily Update. Todd Bubba Horwitz. And of course, don't forget about our high school investing program. If you'd like to help us out, you go to Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. And don't forget to catch the Bubba Show every day from 4 to 5 Eastern at libertytalk.fm. And the reason I had to shoot early today is I'm doing Fox from 3 to 4. So in the meantime, everybody have a great day, and thank you so much. We'll see you back here tomorrow for Bubba's Daily Update.